Hello everyone, my name is Guy Ringler. We're with California Fertility Partners in Los Angeles. And Juan's going to be handing out just a brochure on our practice. And one of these cards that I put together a couple years ago, because the experience I've had is after this conference, even though it's a great resource, it's lots of information, you can walk away feeling overwhelmed. And the process, we don't want you to feel like that. The process is not that difficult and confusing. So we're going to talk about these 5 easy steps to start your family. And then you have a brochure on our practice. Our practice has really been in existence for almost 40 years. It was founded by my senior partner, Richard Mars, 40 years ago, and he's credited with really helping to create some of the world's first IVF babies. He was faculty at USC School of Medicine back then. He left to go into private practice. I've been there 30 years, and so we've always had enjoyed this long-standing reputation of one of the founders in the field of IVF and the application of IVF for patients suffering from infertility. And then in the early to mid 1990s, I don't know if you heard my little introductory talk this morning. I got a call from a gay couple in Santa Monica that wanted to start a family through surrogacy, and I knew it had been done before, but really just a couple cases in the United States. They were going to use the eggs of...
Sorry, can you just put a recorder behind you? So if you can just move further back and speak a little bit louder, that'd be awesome.
Okay. So their plan was they wanted their baby to be an expression of their love for each other. So they used the eggs of one of the sister's eggs and his partner's sperm, and that was the closest they could get to their baby really being a combination of their own genetics and an expression of their love for each other, which I thought was so beautiful, you know. So I said, that sounds fantastic. So how old is your sister? Well, she's 41. And you know, age is so important in impacting egg and embryo quality. You know, for an anonymous egg donor, we would never use a 41-year-old, ideally under age 30, but they were so committed to this project. I said, okay. And they got pregnant on the first attempt, the first cycle, using the sister's egg. So that's, their daughter graduated from my alma mater at the University of Michigan a couple of years ago, and they were so excited to tell me. But since that time, there's been such a change in society, within our industry. There were articles written 20 years ago about, within the reproductive community, should we be helping gay people have children? And look at where we are today. You know, so that's progress. You know, culturally, in society, and scientifically. So I've been helping gay men have babies for 30 years now, 25 years, and lots of babies, lots of happy dads. And the process is really pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to walk you through this. So step number 1 is free sperm in Los Angeles. How many of you guys have had a semen analysis before? Raise your hand. I encourage all of you next week to have a semen analysis done, because you just want to get an idea of the quantity and quality of sperm, because if it's low, there's some treatments you can do to try to improve the sperm. For most men, I'll use thawed, frozen sperm to inseminate the eggs. The only men I'll ask for fresh sperm on are men with very low sperm numbers, because their sperm, you freeze and thaw it, you may not have enough viable sperm to allow adequate selection to fertilize the eggs. But for most men, if your numbers are okay, you'll fly to Los Angeles, freeze your sperm, we'll do your genetic carrier screening, all the FDA-required infectious disease screening, and your sperm is ready for when the egg donor cycles. Step number 2 is to select